Hey, what's going on, people? Here with Tech Rants, and today I'll be giving you my full-on in-depth review of the iPhone 8. Let's talk about it. All right, everybody. So, yeah, I know it's kind of early for an iPhone 8, kind of full review, but I've been using this phone, and I pretty much, it is pretty much what I expected. iOS is a very solid um, platform. I mean, and for a phone to work, it really doesn't take a lot to please me as long as it performs well, has somewhat decent battery life, and just does what I needed to do, it's fine. Now, the iPhone is technically the first phone that I've used as a daily driver that has had the Touch ID or fingerprint sensor. I used the S5 and stuff like that, but the iPhone SE was definitely the first phone with the fingerprint sensor, so I kind of got spoiled to that. But I mean, it's not really a deal breaker. I would have bought the XR, but I couldn't get it at the time, so I got the iPhone 8. And first of all, this phone is just the perfect size for me. I definitely would see the reason for a smaller phone. It's just very well compact. Design of it is very nice. I got the space gray model, 64 gig. It just feels comfortable in the hand. Just it's very nice to hold. You can operate this easily with one hand, no issue. I usually use both hands anyway, but you can easily operate this one hand with no problem. Now, um, the Touch ID is very fast. All I gotta do is push it and it goes in. Yeah, let's go home. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Just no lag. It just goes in. Touch ID is second generation and it works flawlessly. Biometric and security is definitely a win. 10 out of 10 on that. Pretty good. Oh, design. Design is perfect. It's perfect for me. Design, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Glass on the front and the back, very fragile, but I keep it in the case, and it just works. Performance. It's just really not much to say about performance. I mean, this phone definitely performs the way you would expect an iPhone to perform. iOS is very smooth, it's very efficient, it's very pretty much straightforward. I do not like iOS's the fact that they don't have any customization. I mean, they have customization, but it's not as on par as Android. But as far as iOS goes, it's pretty much what you would expect. So, I'm not even going to do it, put iOS as part of on a level of Android. So based on iOS, how this phone performs, how this phone handles my day-to-day activities, I'm going to give it a 10. I mean, it performs. It does. It's just no way of explaining it. It is the smoothest experience you could ever experience on the phone. It's straightforward, and you pretty much know what you get with iOS. So performance definitely going to get a 10. Now moving on to battery life. For the size and for what this battery has, it has a smaller battery than the iPhone 7, but I've never owned the iPhone 7, so it's not a fair comparison for me to do that. But judging by the way the size of the phone and the way the battery is, I can easily get through a day with no issue. However, if you are using this continuously, let's say you have an 8 to 12 hour shift, probably about 2.5 hours before you leave, you might want to just top it up because you'll be hitting that low mark. But standby time is phenomenal on this phone, and it definitely will get you through the day. But as far as if you're a really heavy user, you might have to top up a little bit. But battery life is pretty much it's average. It's not nothing to wow you. It's nowhere near my Note 9 status. Um, but I mean, this size and how it runs, it's about average. I mean, you can't really complain about the battery life on a phone this size and the way it performs. So battery life it's decent. So if I had to rate battery life, I give it about an 8. I give it a 7 actually. It's above average, but it's not something that's going to wow you. So battery life definitely is going to get a 7. And just overall value for the money. As I stated before, iOS iPhones basically, they Apple has proved that they are committed to software updates. They proved that with the iPhone 5S. It's 2019 and iPhone 5S came out in 2013 and still receiving software updates. Will it get iOS 13? The chances are very unlikely, but they did surprise us with iOS 12. So if I buy this phone now, I can definitely keep it for the next 3 to 4 years and expect to receive software updates. So overall value and hardware software support definitely gets a 10. Apple is very committed to software updates. That's a problem that we have in the Android world is that software updates are so you know unless you have a Pixel device or an Android One or even now like a One Plus, those updates are going to come. They're going to come when they come, if even at all. There's some companies like Alcatel, which they make pretty much budget phones, but still, there's companies like Alcatel that pretty much just don't care about software updates, and they really don't release them. But iOS, you care about software updates, and you want your phone to remain relevant for the next 3 to 5 years. Definitely go with an iPhone. So software support and overall value for your money. Yeah, I don't think these phones are worth six, seven, 800, $1,000. I don't think so. But the way that it is, it will definitely last you for a while. You can pay $600 for this phone. You take good care of it, and as long as iOS does, Apple didn't do nothing crazy with iOS to stop the performance or whatever, this phone will definitely last you for about 5 years. So it definitely will continue to get the software updates and the support that it needs. So overall value, I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. I think it's still a little too pricey, but it definitely works. So overall rating, should you buy the iPhone 8 in 2019? Is it a good review? Is it a good buy? Do I recommend it? Absolutely, I recommend it. This is my daily driver. I got Verizon. This is a Verizon model 64 gig. Perfect for me. I'm going to give it a score of 8 out of 10, just because of the price, and I'm got to be a little bit petty. No customization, but other than that, it's definitely a wonderful phone. Definitely a solid recommendation by me. For someone that's looking for an iPhone, that's looking to save a little cash. Now, if you can find the iPhone SE for a really good price, definitely. Like I seen it somewhere. I can't remember where. It was like 229 for unlocked SE. That's a pretty good price for an iPhone SE in 2019. But definitely the iPhone 8, I would definitely recommend it. And I've been enjoying using this phone, and I'm going to continue to use it. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how my experience goes. So overall rating, I give it between an 8, 8.5. Definitely a wonderful phone, and I'm proud to own this phone. So if this was helpful, informative in any way, leave a like on the video. Comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys have an iPhone 8? Are you looking to get an iPhone 8? Or what iPhone do you have? And how you feel about it? Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Share, tell your friends, all the other good stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.